Hey, what's up, guys? Punting Chickens here, back with another analysis, this time for Duane Chisholm, bodybuilder predator, lover man genius. Alright, let's go.
Here's a To Catch a Predator first. This man is here to meet a 14-year-old girl, even though he's been told her parents are home.
Oh, wow, that's risky. So this guy knows that her parents are there, and he's going to show up anyways. Wonder what his plan is. Is he going to try to sneak in the window or something? I'm intrigued. Let's watch along and see.
The plan is for her to slip away when he arrives. He brazenly drives right up to the house and asks the decoy if it's all clear.
Very nice.
Hey.
Talk about risky. So this guy's just going to pull right up to the house. What if her dad sees, man? He's not going to be too happy that you're showing up to see his underage girl.
Good, how are you? I'm glad you can make it. And guess what? My parents went to the movies.
Stop.
I swear, they're gone.
He's 29-year-old Duane Chisholm, a manager at a gym. He's been chatting online with a decoy for 2 weeks.
Look at that picture. Come on, dude. Oh, what makes you think that's a good picture, man? Maybe for Grindr, but if you're trying to talk to actual women, that's going to get you nowhere.
Calling himself Lovermangenuis, he spells genius incorrectly.
Oh, I love it. I wonder if that was intentional.
He sends the decoy, pretending to be 14, pictures of himself as a bodybuilder.
You know, I've been involved in fitness for many years, and I've just got to be honest, the guy actually has a good physique. Like, specifically, I'm thinking about the picture up front where, you know, he's got the reverse tricep flex going on. He's obviously put some work into this, so I wonder how he found himself here.
And he sends her pictures of his genitals.
Have you had something that big already?
Okay, Duane, you lost me.
Not that big.
I bet you're a really good lover. Very slow and soft.
So just listen to this guy speak. It's very interesting, actually. So he's projecting these fantasies on this girl, and she basically is not even a real person in his mind. What he's more or less doing is, you know, the 50 Shades of Grey effect that women tend to do where they fantasize. This guy is actually doing that, and that's very interesting to me.
I just hope you like it.
And I hope you like it too.
Now, Lovermangenuis is getting comfortable in our beach chair, and after only a few minutes of chatting, he wants the decoy to sit on his lap.
I'm so glad you came.
I'm glad too.
Yeah, so in my mind, this guy kind of distinguishes himself from a lot of the other predators because with guys like, you know, John Pierre Wary and guys like Michael Seibert, I mean, they obviously don't get laid. But this guy, you can tell just by his body language, he's relaxed. You know, his shoulders are down and back, his arms are out, his legs are spread. He looks very comfortable. So I'm guessing this guy gets laid on a somewhat regular basis. So why is he here?
Yeah.
You wanna come on over?
I want to talk a little first.
No problem.
That's okay with you.
No, that's fine.
Okay, interesting. Maybe I smoked too soon. With that look up and that sigh, maybe he actually isn't as experienced. Or maybe he's just not used to someone putting up resistance like this, and he's getting frustrated.
That was my cue to step in.
Hey, how are you? I'm good. How are
What's
you?
happening?
You gotta love a nervous chuckle.
The decoy steps away so I can get better acquainted with 29-year-old Lovermangenuis. The girl you were chatting with online was how old?
As far as I know, 14.
So that's a solid move. You know, he's one of the rare predators that just comes out clean with it, and they're just up front. Yeah, she's underage. So he's a piece of shit, but I do respect that much at least.
14. What if you had a 14-year-old sister? How would you feel if some guy came over?
Not good.
You tell her that you want her to masturbate and think of you.
Oh, come on, Duane. Man, anytime there's talk about encouraging the girl to masturbate, I just get furious. You know, these are young kids. They're impressionable. They're trying to find their way through the world. They're discovering their own sexuality. And just to try to force that upon them, it's sick.
Before she goes to bed. You know, all that's illegal to try to solicit a minor online, right? And then come up and try to have sex with them. What do you think would have happened tonight, Duane, if this 14-year-old girl was open-minded?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
You don't know, really.
I wouldn't want to say one thing or the other.
So you wouldn't rule out the possibility of you having sex with a girl?
I wouldn't force her to do anything that she would or wouldn't want to do.
That's totally beside the point, Duane. It doesn't matter if she says she wants it. She can't give consent. She's underage. Her brain is not developed to the point where she can make decisions like that. And you should know that, man. You're 29 years old. You're an adult. This just shows a complete misunderstanding of the law and the way it's worded, and a fundamental lack of, grasp on just basic morality.
Here's the problem. At 14, she cannot legally give consent. And that's why it's considered in many places statutory rape.
Yes, thank you, Chris.
Well, Duane, do you watch much television?
A little bit when I have time.
You ever watch Dateline NBC?
I guess I'm on it right now, right?
So you kind of figured out what's going on.
I mean, you hear about it, and you sit there and you're like, man, these poor guys,
These poor guys, I think you missed the point of the program, Duane.
These guys are such idiots, and what are these guys thinking? And, and you're like, you see some guys that's just like, wow, these guys are just really, really disturbed.
Well, give me a sense of what went on in your mind to make you one of those guys tonight.
Just bored and lonely.
Just bored. Bored and lonely. Had nothing to do, so, yeah, why not? I'll just go on Yahoo Messenger and look for a 14-year-old girl and go over to her place when her parents are home and take her on the beach and try and have my way with her. That's a way to spend your time, I guess.
I mean, here's my thing. I know there's no excuse. You get caught up in a rut. You work 70 hours a week. Life is tough.
All right, this is stupid on several levels. If anyone's ever worked 70-hour weeks before, I have. I'll tell you that the last thing you want to do is drive across the state in the middle of the night to meet someone that you haven't even seen face to face before. You have no time for that. You have no energy for that. And so, first of all, that makes no sense. Secondly, that's no excuse, dude. I don't care how tired you are, how depressed you are. You can't just use that to justify any kind of actions that you want. So it's weird. He just said there's no excuse, and then he proceeds immediately to make excuses.
Yeah, but I still don't get the link between working hard and grooming a 14-year-old girl online to the point where you have a face-to-face meeting in the hopes of having a sexual liaison.
I don't know. Like I said, there's no justification for it.
Well, I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. We're doing a story on adults who need.
Yeah, I said in the last video, it's always telling to see the way that these guys react once the reveal is made. And, the cameras come out and the crew shows up with the boom mics. And this guy, he just sits there. He's resigned. He knows that he's fucked and he's made a mistake.
Kids online and then try to meet them for sex in person.
Wow. I mean, I'm apologetic for my behavior.
While Lovermangenuis continues to apologize, another man shows up.
Rolling up. Uh-oh.
He makes a U-turn, then beeps the horn. Looks over, spots our operation, and takes off.
I'm just imagining the sudden adrenaline dump that guy got. He just looks over, he sees the cops, he's like, oh shit! He grips the steering wheel all tight. He feels the tingles, it gets cold, it's fucking... Oh man, he must be freaking out right now.
PA plate out of Philadelphia, James Eric Santil, 29.
Frag alerts the police, who send marked cars to pull him over and arrest him. Turns out, he's a school bus driver.
Man, and even worse than that is his choice of wardrobe. What the fuck is that shirt? That's the ugliest shirt I've ever seen, man.
I appreciate your candor. Back at the house, Lovermangenuis asks an unusual question.
So, when do I get to see myself on TV?
I guess there is always a bright side, isn't there?
Well, we haven't figured all that out yet. We're still doing the story.
I understand.
That's part of the process.
I understand. I'm going to have a whole lot of people that I know seeing it and like, oh my God, this guy, he helps me out in the gym, and I might have to look for new work.
Yeah, man, your job should really be the least of your worries right now. You've got other things to think about.
All right?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't remember him slipping like that. I haven't seen this in a while. That's fucking funny.
I'm all right.
But he probably won't be all right for long. his trouble has just begun.
Ain't that the truth, Chris? All right, guys, this has been Punting Chickens here with another analysis. Duane Chisholm, Lovermangenuis. If you guys would like to see me react to any Predators in particular, feel free to drop a comment. I'll do my best to cover them in the order that they are recommended. So thanks, guys. Have a good one.